Where did I put that thing? I thought I had that. No, it's not in. No, these boxes are empty. I really should just get rid of these. Good morning. It's January 17th. Just caught me rummaging about in the attic, trying to find an extra pair of socks. So I'm going to need it today. It's very cold out. We've got snow falling, and it's about 20 degrees. So last time we loaded up the trailer here with some more wood. And we were cutting up the trees that we've already felled. Getting them ready to be sold as well. Let's check on our silage here. We're at 13%. So we're actually getting more percentage than I thought per day. Possibly, I don't know. Maybe the time skipping that happens during the night when I sleep is messing with the production rates of things. Looks like the tomatoes are coming in nicely here. Go ahead and leave the doors closed on that though. Don't want it to get too cold in there. So we're going to drive back out to the logging zone, as it were, out here. And keep cutting these trees up, getting them ready for market. I'm going to leave the lights on here, just to have a bit more vision of what's going on. So we got those two. Are there any more down to trees that we have? Oh, no, that's the other one. So let's keep going with this. Keep cutting these trees up. Got a lot of work ahead of us here. Even when we have the tractor, when we have the tractor and plow, we still got a lot of work ahead of us. So I thought I had done the calculations about how much money we're going to need last time, but I don't think I stated an exact figure. So $39,650 for the tractor with the wide tires, because we'll definitely need wide tires. And the plow is 1.2 meters. That's not how much it costs. I just thought. The plow was $14,000. So 39 and 14, that's 52. Maybe I did get the exact number last time. 52,650, that's what it was. Wait, no, that's not right. 53,650. 14 and 39. Because it would be 49 with the 10, plus 4 would be 53. Yeah, 53,650 is how much money we need to raise to get the tractor and plow. So we are going to forego getting the skid steer for now. We definitely need that tractor. So as soon as the clock hits 7:55, I'm going to start heading over to the shop, and we should get there just about at 9 o'clock when it opens up. And then we'll head back here, grab another load up another load of wood and bring it to the shop as well. We'll try to get two loads of wood sold today, which should be doable. I'm really hoping that there is enough in these trees to get that tractor. Then it'll take, I don't know how many episodes it'll take, but it's going to take a few episodes. Or a few days, rather, not episodes. Let's stay within the realm of pseudo-realism here. It'll take a few days to get the field plowed and expanded, I think. It might. At least one field plowed and expanded. Then we'll think about putting another field behind the homestead. See the snow's flashing on top of the wood here. I think it's trying to blanket is what it's trying to do right now. Trying to blanket the landscape in snow, but it's not really working too well. Uh-oh. I just broke it. That's not good. I don't know how it gets broken like that, but I definitely broke that log. And I honestly don't know how to get rid of it. I might be able to pick it up. Okay, I can pick it up. It's just gonna look really screwy. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna try and load it up onto this load of wood here, so that way I can just get rid of it. Yeah, it's just gonna look weird for a while. So it's about 7:50 now. I'm gonna cut one more log and then start heading over to the shop. That should get us there by 9 o'clock. Although I don't know if it actually takes like a whole hour to get there. I think that graphical glitch there may have happened because it's trying to snow and blanket the landscape right now. But again, not sure why that happens. It happens... doesn't happen very often, but when it does, it really messes with what you're trying to do as far as logging is concerned. Alright, so let's get to the shop and sell this wood off. And I'm just gonna drive in first person so that way we don't have to look at that monstrous log horribleness going on behind us there. I mean, look at it. It's weird. Super weird. So let's get going to the shop. Alright, finally arrived. Just gonna make it? We're gonna make it. Okay. Barely made it. So let's see, and it's, hey, look at that. It's pretty much 9 o'clock. That's when we made it. So it takes about an hour of in-game time to get here. Let's go ahead and disconnect it. Whoa. And there goes that weird glitchy log. Go ahead and set that on the sell point. Make sure it's gone. Weird. And $3,921. Alright. We're making good progress here. A lot closer to the goal than before. Still got a ways to go, though. Still need a little over $40,000 just to get the stuff that we need. And I don't really want to have to do it, but I'm thinking that this tractor is going to have to be sold to be able to meet that goal. As much as I don't want to sell this tractor, I really like this tractor. But I think it might have to be done. So So we could check the price, what we would get. Anything particularly valuable that we could get? No, doesn't look like that. Doesn't look that way, I mean. So, if we were to just sell this straight from here, we'd get a little over $6,000. But I know that if you sell it on the sell point, you get a bit more money for it. Don't know what the percentage is, but it is more. And to be honest, the beer is just going to be a lot more helpful. As much as I love this thing, the new tractor will just outperform it in every way. It'll be easier to haul anything on the flatbed here. It'll be easier to pull the forage wagon. It'll just be easier all the way around. It's still a manual transmission at least. Anyway, let's get back to the homestead. Load up another trailer full of wood. Make our way back to the shop. All right, back at the homestead. Let's get that wood loaded up. And while we were driving, it blanketed everything in snow, so we might have a hard time getting the tractor up the hill, so we may have to think about maybe loading a little less wood onto the trailer here, just to avoid losing traction. But I don't know. It may not be as bad as all that. Could still be able to get up the hill. But we shall find out. Alright, this loading job here isn't very good. I will admit. Definitely not as good as the other ones I've done. But this will have to do. I think we can fit one more log right there. And we'll get this to the shop to sell as well. No. Come on now. If we can fit it there, should be able to just go right there. There we go. Now I can already see that the tractor is getting pulled a bit. Something, probably just all the weight on the back here. Yeah, definitely not a well stacked trailer this time around. It looks like it should just fall over. But that's, you know, sometimes that happens. So let's get this back to the shop. I kind of want to check on the silage right now. See how it's progressing. 14%. Getting there, getting there slowly but surely. What is that? Oh, that's just a rock. I thought that was a log I lost, maybe on the way in, or way out rather. Let's get this to the shop, sell it, see what we got so far. You know what? I'm probably just gonna end up selling all that I can today, and then finish out the day by cutting up some more trees. And unfortunately, this is just kind of how it is for right now. You know, just gonna have to keep whacking away at the trees and until we get that bigger tractor. It's almost looking like just to be able to have stuff to do, we might end up having to just keep cutting the grass that is available currently to be able. I say, what is this? Oh, that must have been when the landscape got covered in snow. But I think that's just, you know, that's just how it is right now with what we can do in January here, is keep chopping up the trees that we can. Maybe cut some more grass. Get it ready for putting into the silage pit. And I was honestly thinking about getting the bigger silage pit. Same one, the tires one, but just the bigger version. So that way we can ferment more at one time rather than the slightly less than 30,000 that we got, I think is what it was. But let's get to the shop and sell this, and I guess we'll have to cross those bridges later when we come to them. Alright, let's see if we can make it up the hill. Hopefully the snow doesn't mess with the traction too much. Oh wow. Oh, come on. There we go. Made it. Looks like just barely though. Alright, let's get this over the top of the sell point. And we'll just go ahead and unhook everything. Make sure all the wood is sitting on top there and sell. $3,700. Very good. Getting two good loads of wood today so far. I think we should be able to get one more load of wood on the trailer to sell. And get back and cut up the rest of the trees left that we have. Kind of just a selling day today, honestly. That's a good day for it. You know, a little over midway through January at this point. Kind of the time of year to do such things. There's no planting going on. We don't even have the equipment to plant, even if we wanted to. Kind of the reason why we have to sell these sell these logs and wait on silage. But hopefully we can find enough things to keep us occupied until February. I'm really hoping that we can just keep doing this and we wait for the rest of the grass on the property to go one more stage up next month. If it does that, I'm kind of unsure about if the grass will grow one more stage or not. Because it's still winter. February is still considered winter, so that may not happen. We may be stuck with this growth stage until March. If that's the case, I am going to cut down the grass that we do have. 'Cause we can't wait that long. That's just way too long to be waiting for grass to grow in. But we will be able to fill quite a bit of time plowing the new fields. That is a very small plow. It'll take quite a bit of time to do that. But if we just so happen to be able to afford something like, say, a wind turbine, which would actually be really helpful right now, considering the wind speeds are slightly higher than normal, and it looks like the wind speeds are just going to kick up a lot more here in the next couple of days. As you can see down at the bottom of the future forecast here, 4 miles an hour, 8, 8, 8, 4, 4, 4. Some really good wind speeds there. The wind turbine would generate a bit more money than normal. Or a bit more money than it would on just a clear day with no wind. I actually really like that about the placeables. It's not a guaranteed amount of money. It's not just a flat amount. Changes based off of the weather. So we're back to the farmstead, or the homestead rather here. Get back over to the wood pile. Load up some more wood, go get it sold. See how much we can pull in here. And we're definitely gonna go for that tractor first and foremost, because that'll just make everything so much easier. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this loaded up, and then we'll get it back to the shop. Get it back to the farm shop. that is everything we got. Pre-cut and ready to go. So let's get this to the shop before it closes up here. We should be able to get there in enough time. Should get there a little after 4 o'clock. Get this sold, see where we end the day as far as money earned. Or total money. Now, as far as field work is concerned, once we do get that plow, the only thing we'll really be able to do is plow, and we'll have to wait to get a seeder of any kind until later. Because that's just going to be a whole nother mess of stuff that we're going to need to do. Oh wow, 200 horsepower on that thing. If only. Whoa, tree! That's going to be a whole nother thing that we're going to have to worry about a little later. Shouldn't be too bad though. I think we can get a small seeder that can be pulled with that 100 horsepower tractor. Or maybe a planter? Could get a planter. Go for sunflowers. When is the planting season for sunflowers? Is March? It's a ways off still. But I mean the planting season for oats is also March, so it's a lot of things are a ways off from now. There is also, let's see, corn, which is April, soybeans, which is April, potatoes is March, but we don't have the equipment for potatoes. Not really sure about the equipment for potatoes, honestly. Let's see, potato technologies. Yeah, 150 horsepower we don't have. I mean, and just the first potato harvester is 200 horsepower alone. That's not going to happen. Let's see, what was the other one? Beets? Sugar beets? Although all we would need for that is a planter. And here's a planter right here that we could definitely pull with what we have, or what we are going to have. Not really sure what we can accomplish here. It's gonna be interesting to see what we can do. I could just go full grass fields, but I would like to get just a crop of some sort in the ground. I think I am just gonna go with sunflowers then. Yeah, that's like this. Yeah, that's the smallest planter that we can get. And how much was it? It was quite a bit. It was $15,000 there. How many? I'm gonna have to check how many tons it weighs too. Oh, don't slow down. We don't want to slow down yet. Have as much momentum going up this hill as possible here. Oh no. Gonna make it? Okay. I made it. And just in time to be able to sell before the shop closes up here. Less than an hour before the shop closes. So let's get this wood sold, see where we stand. Make sure all the wood is on. Alright, $3,475. Well on the way. Let's take another look at this here. 15,000, 1.5 tons. Now, how much does that Bureau tractor weigh? 3.8 tons. So still be able to use it pretty well, I think. Yeah. I mean, it's also going to have... We probably won't need to buy all 1,400 liters of seed to put in it. Well, actually, I don't think it's going to hold that much, because it can hold both seed and fertilizer, so I'm thinking that we're going to have to buy both. Let's check out the... I'll show you the little bags. So we could buy these little bags of seed and fertilizer here, which honestly, $1 per seed, or per liter on that bag is less than, well, is actually more than this one right here. $800 for 1,000 liters of seed. The only problem is the fertilizer price is really high. Might be able to get a different fertilizer, like say a pallet, but that's even more money for less fertilizer. That seed price isn't very good. Let's see here. Solid fertilizer, road salt, which might come in handy later, but not now. There's a lot of decisions that need to be made later on. Won't really be able to make those decisions until we have the equipment. Starting to get pretty dark now. So it's looking like the rest of the time spent will be chopping up what trees are left. And then we'll get those sold tomorrow, I think. Sasquatch doesn't like that idea. Oh, look out for that. And you know, honestly, I'm thinking I'm just gonna go ahead and park the tractor now. We won't need it for right now. Let's just get out and cut these trees up. And let's go ahead and check the fermentation. 15%. It's only gone up 1% since last we checked. Go ahead and check the tomatoes. 71 liters there and 53 liters there. Going okay there. Let's see, are there really any more? I don't think there are any more old spruces that we can cut down. Maybe this one. I think this is an old spruce. Yeah, this is definitely an old spruce right here. So that's one extra tree that'll help us out with paying for the equipment. That might be one. No, that actually looks like a medium. I'm trying to make it to where I can get that tractor as quickly as I can. So that way we can get what needs to be plowed. Now is this cuttable here? Yes it is. Well, it says I don't have access to it, but I do. Oh, yes, I do. Let's do this. If it drops to the left, it should be accessible because it's just on the edge of the property line. It looks like. Yeah, it was just on the edge of the property line, so it is my tree. That is my tree. So, where did that? There it is, that bit of wood. It's not worth a whole lot, but it's worth enough to get it. Any little bit counts at this point. So we're going to start the pile just over here. Alright, let's go ahead and trim the branches off this one. So that's 2 extra trees that we can sell. Probably about, with the way we can cut it, probably about $6,000 a piece, maybe a bit more. I don't think there are any more trees that are the old spruces. This might be one. No, this is definitely not an old spruce. No, it wasn't, but... Well, there's an extra one. I think that's gonna be it for the tree removal. But honestly, if we have to cut extra trees down, I'm probably gonna go for the small ones as well. And just remove the small ones. Eventually we'll be replanting this hill. So we'll have to, I mean, once we remove the stumps, we can replant a few trees. Because I don't want to just leave the hill completely devoid of trees. Alright, this is where we were piling it, yes, yes. Ooh, 5.1, that's a little too long there. Let's cut some of that off. 4.2, that's a better length. That's not a very good one, but we'll just have to deal with it now. Let's go right here. See how much that gives us. 208, a little too much now. Let's just shave off a bit from the top end. That's much better. Good bit right there. Let's get a few more of those. Yeah, that's a good one too. That's exactly 3 meters, just like the other one. Shave off a little off the top. This one. I'll just keep doing this until we end the day. We're getting close too. Just about time to pack it in, go to bed. Got quite a bit done today as far as selling all that wood. Made about 11,000 off all that, I think, today. Close to it anyway. Let's check the financials on how much wood we've already sold. $61,000 worth of wood. We've had some money going out for construction costs of the greenhouse, or the greenhouses, rather, and the silage pit. All things that we hope will pay off in the not so distant future. So that should be interesting to see how it works out. Hopefully it wasn't a bad investment. I don't think it will be. Let's see how maybe right there, just on the edge of the flashlight beam. That's too much. Too much. Let's cut this much and have a little piece left over instead of just making it disappear. That was exactly the amount. That is a lucky cut right there. Nice. So that's going to be worth a bit more than usual. Obviously this piece not so much. But we can put that with the scrap pile here. Honestly, I was thinking about piling up all the scraps that are this big and just wait until we can afford some sort of wood chipper or something. So it was about the length of that, but let's go just before the beam of light. And that works pretty good for these sizes. Obviously they'll have to be a bit smaller once we get further down the tree. But this is a pretty good size right here. So let's do that again. Just on the edge of the from the flashlight. And see what it gives us. Yeah, it's about the same. 10 kilogram. Whoop. Off the goes. 10 kilograms less than that one this time, but I don't know why that is. It's roughly the same length, and it's further down the tree. 1.2. Oh, 1.3. So it did have a bit more. Let's go beam from the flashlight again, kind of right there. That's a good spot. Oh, just a little too much, so we got to shave a bit off the top here, because the thinner tops aren't worth. The thinner bits at the top are worth less than the further down the tree you go. So shaving from the top seems like it should be the way to go with that. And we've got enough time to cut one more piece off of this tree, and then we gotta call it a night, bring in all of our equipment, which is just the chainsaw right now. That should be, yep, that's a good cut right there. And it's time to make our way back home. Should probably actually run there. Get there a bit faster. 15% on this. And I'm thinking at some point I'm just going to put dirt. I'm going to landscape some dirt around the silage pit here. Silage pit area, probably after we buy the bigger one. Just so there's no stray grass in the way, so we can see where the chaff falls out from the sides. And that's going to do it for today. I'm going to go ahead and cook up some dinner right now and get to bed. So thanks for stopping by the homestead, everybody, and we'll see you next time. Have a great night, everyone.